engage in a completely different way than we're used to, in a way of presence, in a way of stillness, in a way of breath, in a way of creating a foundation for yourselves to allow ourselves to be in a place where we're calm through the storms of life. So once again, my name is Yoni. I'm a life coach helping people to remain calm in the storms of life. It looks like I'm going to come on every day. I'm going to start to come on at 10:10 maybe. Maybe that's a good time because 10:10 is an auspicious time. So come on at 10:10. That would be a good start time. And that looks like it could be every single day now. So I'm grateful to establish that new routine. See, we established routines here. What's up, Wayne? What's up, Vlad? What's up, Barry? Let's go, everybody. Here we're here in this beautiful moment. I'm listening to a song called Sweet by Dave Matthews. You know what Sweet's about? You know that feeling when you're in so deep, but when you make it out, the taste so sweet. When you're like, because that's what I deal with people. It's the struggles. There's so many struggles, so many things happening in our lives daily, and but when you make it out of the struggle or whatever you think that struggle is, oh, that taste is so sweet. I'm from New York. My name is Yoni, just a human, just another person here helping one another. I was a therapist for many years. I'm a life coach now, so I help people through the storms of life, helping people create tools, foundational places for themselves to remain calm and steady. Right now, I'm learning to go back to programming, but I'm overwhelming that I'm too late to get a job due to the market. What should I do? It seems like that the focus right now is on the programming aspect of it, and you really wanting to do that. I would say to you that, first of all, it's never too late. It's never too late. The question is, can you wait, right? So can you wait? Can you continue to apply yourself? I remember when I was looking for my first job, I applied to about 100 jobs before I got my first one, literally, and it was so overwhelming. And by the way, after applying to all those 100 jobs, the one I got didn't come from the applications. It came from somewhere else, from somebody who knew me, connected me, and all of a sudden. So make the phone calls to people you know if you can. If you know people in the industry, call them up, see what's going on, say hello, introduce yourself, try to get yourself going. Everything is at the right time. No rush in it. I'm not Hindu. I was born into the Jewish world. I left Judaism years ago. The work is here to find that place of stillness here, and it's right here. I haven't been to India, but my guru's from India. I mean, my teacher Ram Das changed. My teacher Ram Das went to India, and his life changed. He met Neem Karoli Baba, and my life changed because he went to India. So I could say vicariously through Ram Das, I went to India. But no, I haven't been physically there. But I met a lot of Indian people who are beautiful people who tell me a lot about the culture, and there are beautiful things about every single culture. For those of you who don't know, I mentioned this a while back. I went to an ashram for a few times. I went a couple times, and it's beautiful. The people there were so nice and loving, but I don't need to go every time. I go. I like to check out things sometimes. I like to check out new places here and there. We all like to see new things. You know what I mean? Like new things that are fun. You should love everybody. I'm not saying you should love everyone's actions. That's something else. But to love people that work for police or ICE or any politician, we have to have love for everybody. It's just the funny thing is you can't really have love for anybody if you don't love yourself. So we talk about that a lot here. That place of loving everybody really comes from loving yourself. But how could you really love yourself if you're holding yourself to what happened years ago? You have to allow yourself to get present and let go, release what doesn't serve us anymore, to be here. I was a therapist for 15 years. I left the world of therapy, went a few years just really working on myself, spending a lot of time in nature, meditating, journaling, singing, dancing, all kinds of things to take care of myself and to really get to the place where I am now, where I'm doing this thing here. Because I got to that place where I'm like, all right, I was ready to share part of my story, share some of my story, share a lot of my story. Actually, I've shared all of my story multiple times, many times on here. For those of you who know me, I'm very open to answering questions as much as I possibly can. And we have fun here, and we'll do our thing. And just keep it clean. Even if you're trying to cause your own kind of scene by saying something like I'm Epstein, I'm obviously not. But at the same time, it's not the place. But if we talk about it in a way of understanding about those are the storms I'm talking about. When we get caught up in the storms of like something that has no relevancy to this conversation, why do we do that? Because we're in a place of angst. So to get out of angst, a lot of times, when people have their own dramas, that's why they call you or they call me or they call people. Hello, I want to tell you all my drama. Your friends call you. All the drama I want to spew on you, dump it on you so you can fill up yourself with dramas. Man, I had to learn. I had to create healthy boundaries, space, not have to answer, not have to go into my own dramas to make people feel better about their own dramas. No. I don't have any dramas when you're here and now. You don't have any dramas, but I understand everyone sometimes wants to create a drama for you because of the drama they're in. So the first lesson is to learn that what we project out of ourselves is coming from within us. When you go on a screen over and over again, you do end up looking like people because we all really deeper level, we all are one. We're all human. So there's features of all of us that look similar. We're brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers, and we're family. Didn't we realize and whatever the stories you want to give of the first man, well, everyone from there are first man and woman, wherever we come from, or Big Bang, whatever. But the first people, they're all our families. We all came from the same place, everybody. Hello, welcome. And then if you're new here, welcome. And that's that place where we're literally all the same. It's just, we look different, and then we get on the screen over and over again. We're like, actually, you don't look so different. You look like this one, this one, this one, this one, which tells us we all really look like each other. That's just a sign, a little sign for us to say, yeah, we do look alike. We all have eyes. I worked as a therapist in a program called NSP, an Alternative to Incarceration program, where I worked with a lot of kids who were locked up. Until you're fully healed, can you really heal anybody? That's the real truth. Can you really heal anybody unless you're healed? So the more healed we become, the more work we do on ourselves, the more we can help one another. And I had to learn, that's what I learned as a therapist. So after my therapy career, I realized I really wanted to help people for real. So I took some time off and spent a lot of time in nature, spent a lot of time going in. And through that place, I realized that's going to be the best thing I can do for people, is continue to work on myself day in and day out. No matter what's going on, the real work is within. And that's what I focus my attention on right now. And through that, that's where my life coaching stems from, is that 4 months ago, I realized, all right, it's time for me to put myself out there for that way. So that way I can put myself in a space to really be able to help people by just being. And it's funny, because my being is I like to do certain things, and this is one of them. So I had to lean into it. Part of it was not being a therapist, because being a therapist, I couldn't tell people a lot of my life. I couldn't tell people my experiences or what I've gone through and things of that nature. And now it's very different. In truth, the real truth is there's no real division, but it looks different because it feels so different. Like you're there and I'm here. You don't have to define yourself in any which way. You are who you are, and that's perfectly. One day you might like one person, one day you might like another. I didn't eat anything today, but I could say I'm a vegan today. You know, I'm all the things today because I didn't eat anything yet. So every day, I mean, you might like someone today and you might like somebody else, you know, tomorrow. I mean, you don't know. Our preferences change. Preferences are allowed to change. Everything we do, in a sense, is very important. What we decide to do, every single thing. But it's just what resonates with us to do. The thing is, we look to others oftentimes to figure out what it is we need to do, or how. Like, it's like my friend right now my friend has been traveling the world, and of course part of me is like, oh, I'd love to do what he's doing now. He's like going to Tulum, and he went to here, and he went there, right? And it's beautiful. And I realized I went 5 years going back and forth to Miami. I had a lot of experiences just doing that, and there were other travels that I did, but that was my main, just going back and forth, Miami, New York, Miami, New York. And after a while, I've realized that, oh shoot, what was I running from? The whole thing I was running from was myself, because I'm with myself all the time, and you can't get away from yourself. So I had to learn to really go in, and yes, part of that going away into warm weather was allowing me to go in, because I spent a lot of time in nature and a lot of time taking care of that part of myself. But through that experience over the last year, I realized, oh my gosh, like, it doesn't mean I don't go away. It just means that I pick my spots. You know, you pick your spots. It's moment to moment on this journey, and when you allow things to open up for you, and you let go as you go, and you let go of what doesn't serve you of the past, what you let go of negativity, let go of the poor me, it's not going to work out, and you lean into like, oh, life can be positive, life can go in a positive way, and things could work out for myself. And not only can they will, as long as you understand that it's always going to work out. You create that vibration about what you think, what you say. But it's like, my thoughts are my thoughts. How can I control my thoughts? You can't really sometimes, but you can allow the negative ones to go and think them, be like, oh, I see, you're trying to trick me. And then when the positive comes, you're like, ah, there you are again. It's like everyone has their own calling. Like me personally, like my church is right here, and my temple is right here, my mosque is right here, my ashram is right here. So there's a space where there's a church, there's a temple, those are beautiful things too. But then to allow ourselves to realize it's not, and it doesn't take away from the work that we have to do. We go there, but we also have to create a space within our homes where we can feel that same presence, where we can feel that same wholeness. Thanks for being here. If you haven't already, please subscribe and share and do all those beautiful things. Like, all those things help the channel.